Um, I think I realized, like, I'm noticing that like people don't really know how to take me when they see me. Like they just don't know really. They don't know how to make of me. They can't like read me or shit like that. So it's always been like that, but it's still affecting my life, right? Like, like I have a hard time making friends because people can't tell if I'm easy to steal from. They're like, I can't tell. We could be close, but I can't tell if I can get him to brag about his investment portfolio. Like, maybe it depends on the day, you know. Depends on the weather that we have that day, type shit, you know. My entire life, they've always been telling me like women just want a guy that has a lot of money. That's all they want, and shit. And I had to learn that's not true. I had to learn that the hard way. I just don't. That's not true. Like, it's just not how it really goes. Like, some people want that, like, but it's not all they want. Like, I don't think a big paycheck makes up for a lack of game. That's just it's not how that goes, you know. Like, I work in IT now because pimping ain't easy, you know. I said that at a job interview and got the job immediately. The boss is like, oh yeah. Everyone that works here had to realize that they're not charismatic at some point, you know. That's one of the prerequisites. It's like, did you try to bag hoes and it didn't work? Come work here. Come work on computers, nigga. We got you. I'm like, sign me up, man. I got you. I can do that for sure. I don't mind being boring. I think being boring is cool. Like, it's just the way I grew up. You know, I was raised to be boring. You know, like, my friends are fun. Fuck them niggas, you know. Nah, I love them, but it's just, they're fun. Like, we just grew up different. That's all that really means. Like, yeah, like they know how to party because their parents are easy to avoid. That's all, you know. You know what I mean? They're like, I can shotgun a beer because my father left me on red. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. I grew up with a real family. I don't really need to be fun. You know what I mean? I got niggas that'll die for me. I don't need to be entertaining. I do think that we need to be more accepting of our like when people have phases. You know. Like, going through phases, like, these phases just only last so long, and then we just like make these big adjustments to people just based off a phase that they're going through. I think we kind of overreact sometimes. Like, I thought wearing a dress would be funny. I didn't think my dad would walk out of my life. It's just crazy. I'm like, I just didn't. I was a bit of an overstep. Like, I feel like one day I'm gonna have to explain to my kids that shit. Like, grandpa doesn't talk to me because purple doesn't match my undertones. We used to have a great relationship, but it's fucked up now. You know, that's my bad. It was just a phase. I thought it'd be funny. Shout outs to like my favorite friends that I got are the weird friends that I have. I just like them. They're cool. They're interesting. They're into weird shit. They do weird shit. I love it. That's just how it is. Like my friend, she doesn't wear deodorant because she's trying to find an authentic yoga studio. If you got body odor and like no one recognizes and you blend in, that's a fire studio. Like, you know, them niggas are locked in. She's like, I can do a full split because I'm nose blind to my natural scent. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. But I'm not nose blind to it, so nigga, can you? No, I'm just playing. I think religion, shout outs to religion, but it's like, it's hard to wrap your head around. It's hard to wrap your head around religion, you know? Like, it's just too many rules, and like they all over the place. It's just they're too easy to forget. They kind of contradict themselves. You just kind of never know when you're in the red and when you're in the green, you know? Like, I think it sucks that I'm still going to hell after I saved a guy's life because I coveted his shoes. I'm in the hospital, like, I learned the CPR because that nigga has the original Jordan 2s. Like, somebody that fresh deserves to live, I feel. Someone with that kind of style, he should carry on in this world. My main focus in this life, as of right now in my like at this point in my life, is healing. I'm like a big energy guy now, which I think is a big red flag, but hey, it is what it is. Healing is important. Yeah, I gotta move in a way that's healing to me. Like, that's why I had to stop playing team sports, because passing the ball was an emotional trigger for me. My coach was hearing me sick of me, like he's sick of hearing me say, like, coming up with excuses like, nah, coach, I'm a ball hog because of self-care purposes. He didn't believe me. He was right. I was just lying. Oh well. We still went 82-0. No, I'm just playing. We sucked. Like every basketball team I've ever been on has been so bad. Not because of me though, but because of my teammates not getting the ball. I might start carrying a purse like on me, cause like I carry a lot of stuff on me, and it's like a purse would make it a lot easier, you know. But most of the stuff I carry, it's not for me, it's for like other people, cause like I'm a nice guy. Like, you just never know who you're gonna like meet out when you go out. You just never know who you're gonna meet and see, and you just never know what they're gonna need. So like I just, that's the stuff I carry breath mints at all times because autistic people think that I'm approachable. And like it's cool. Like I'm always telling them like, yo, like, no, like we can talk about the history of the color red. It's fine. I just need you to take a couple of these first, and then we can get into it. You know, we can we can kill a couple hours talking about the colors. It's fine with me, man. Yeah, I like America, man. I mean, I don't know anything else. Like, I've only left the country like twice in my life, so like, I must like America, right? Like, what else do I know? People don't like America, but that's fine. Like, but I'm a third generation immigrant. Mostly because my grandfather wanted to know what poverty felt like in a foreign language. He's like, okay, now I can start a family because I've been poor in 2 different flavors. And then you have me. Now I'm here. Shout outs to him. I'm 27 now. Shout outs to that. But I'm reaching that age where like that follow your dream stuff doesn't really apply. Like I'm running out of time. Like I have about like 30 more minutes to follow my dreams, you know. I don't think I'm running out of time after that, you know. So I'm using these last couple seconds to start like doing more acting auditions, mostly because my self-esteem doesn't matter to me anymore. Like, so I don't know, acting auditions are weird. If you ever see me in a bunch of indie movies, that just means I lost my sense of self completely. Like I have no self-worth at all. You know, I'll be like, I won an Oscar because I don't find myself attractive anymore. Other people do, but I don't. I just do whatever this dude tells me to do. You know, I wear what he tells me to wear, and that's how life goes. Can't look in the mirror anymore. That's what it's essentially. If I win awards in acting, that means I can't look myself in the mirror anymore. So maturity doesn't have anything to do with your age, as it turns out. I didn't know that. I had to learn that when I turned 18. I thought it was going to be like an epiphany, you know. you just turn 18 and then like boom, you understand the world and you're mature. It's not how it goes, unfortunately. I feel like there's moments that you can tell when you've kind of matured, though. You can there's like landmarks. Like, I feel like I became an adult when I stopped copying attractive people. You know what I mean? Like I finally got a good job because I stopped trying to dress like Zendaya. And they finally started taking me serious after that. You know? I appreciate that. I thought delusional people would be more rare, but that's not the case, man. Delusional people are running rampant in these streets, man. That was surprising to me. I just didn't think everyone was delusional, you know? It's a surprise to me. No one's really grounded anymore. Like my brother's like that. He's one of those delusional people. And I like delusional people because they're really good storytellers. You know, like every time I bail my brother out of a situation, he feels like he overcame the odds. He's like, you know, through it all, through all the trials and tribulations, I'm still alive. I'm like, yeah, because I paid off your gambling debt. Like, you didn't overcome anything. You just called me one day and that's what happened. Like, I knew the nigga that was gonna get you down. Told him to show, you know. Maybe I shouldn't have did that, right? No, I'm just playing. Relationships are hard, right? But I feel like most people just aren't. Like, if you can just be more honest about yourself, I think it'll be easier. And not even like romantic. I'm talking like just platonic, just regular relationships. Like, I just think most people aren't compatible because they don't speak the same love language. I think that's really what it is. And if we're just more honest with that, I think we can do better. I can learn your love language, but I feel like that's a little manipulative. Just a little bit, you know? Like, I'm a really good gift giver because I'm really bad at apologizing for my actions. like I got you those shoes that you always wanted because I dropped your baby. That's my bad. I didn't. Is that a good trade-off? I don't know. I also, I don't know why we lie to people that we like, you know, like first impressions. We're not honest about ourselves. It's weird that we try to like mislead people that we want in our lives, that we're, you know what I mean? That's odd. If you want them in your life, wouldn't you want to be honest with them? Wouldn't you want to tell the truth to them? I guess not. That's weird. And so like, I feel like you could tell someone stop liking you when they stop trying to lie. You know what I mean? Like, I could tell a girl stopped having a crush on me because she stopped trying to convince me that she was foreign. Like, I annoyed her so much she dropped the accent. You know what I mean? I was like, man, what are you doing tomorrow? She's like, oh, I'm going back to my home country. I'm like, oh, okay, I can go with you. She's like, oh, no, the tickets are way too expensive. I was like, nah, I can do it. It's a couple thousand, it's fine. Like, I like you enough. I'll do that for you. She's like, oh, no, I would never make you do that. I'm like, no, for real, I'll do that for you. She's like, Aaron, no. Wow. She's from down the street. I wish I knew that before I DM'd this. I feel like every city goes through like a drought period where like the city's not as fun as it once was. You know, it can last anywhere from like 1 month to 7 years, depending on the clientele of the city, you know, depending on the city, right? I feel like my city's going through a drought right now, but the only way I can tell is because I'm looking at my roommate. Like, he's been cooking a lot lately because the hoes started getting boyfriends. He's like, I learned how to make brisket because Rebecca found a guy that treats her right. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Can you make some for me? Because I've been eating Fruity Pebbles all week, you know. That's why we need more good men in the city, because they allow me to get fed. Because I don't cook, nigga. I'm vegan. Shout outs to that. And I don't, or at least where I'm from, I can't speak everywhere, but where I'm from, you'd be surprised how many people don't know what that means. Like, being vegan just means that I haven't had a free meal in a long ass time. Like, people don't cater vegan brownies to the function. That's just not how that goes. Like, you can bring the vibe down real quickly with a vegetable tray. That's just like, you know, so I'm always like, man, I had to get my Beyond Burger delivered from San Diego all the way here because I didn't want a salad at this business meeting. You know what I mean? Croutons aren't gonna fill me up. I'm a bad friend because smiling and nodding is exhausting to me. You know what I mean? I do 10 sets of head nods. You know, I do 10 sets of that shit. I'll feel that shit in the morning. I'll be sore as hell in the morning, dog. I'm like, I got a neck brace this morning because this dude wanted to talk about Bitcoin. He couldn't read the social cues that I didn't care. I can't do that anymore, man. I'm not in shape. I'm not in that kind of shape. Looks can be deceiving. We all know that. And it can be really disappointing. You know, like, my friend dresses really well, but he acts like a diva in public restaurants. And that was really disappointing. I think it's really disappointing that he needs to talk to the manager because it complements his outfit, you know what I mean? I don't know, I've never been at a restaurant and seen a guy complaining and then be like, damn, this dude's fly as fuck because he looks like he's owed an apology. I've never done that. I don't understand why people think that, like, makes them look good. I don't know if I'm just becoming more, like, antisocial and I just don't want to talk to people, or if people are genuinely getting worse. I can't tell. But people are doing stuff that I just find very weird and just, like, I don't really want any part of it, you know? Like, I had to block my uncle because he's texting me like his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, it's just strange. Like, he texted me, he's like, hey man, this girl invited me to a party on Saturday. I'm like, okay. Do you have that $30 that you owe me? Because that's what I asked, right? And then he didn't respond. I'm like, I don't need these updates on your social life. Like, I'm good. I don't, like, what do you want me to say to that? So, I'm not religious anymore, but there are some, like, religious rules that I do follow pretty well. Mostly just because it works in my life. Like, there's some religious rules I won't break just because it works for me, you know? Like, I'm saving for marriage because I only like girls with brothers that can fight. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm monogamous because she has 4 brothers and they all have cauliflower ear. It's really fucking scary. And one of them's gang affiliated, so I'm out the game is what I'm saying. You ever shake a nigga's hand and realize you can't leave? That's what happened to me. You know, that grip strength said have her on by 8. I was like, yes sir, I got you. So, you know, works out for me, right? I feel like I'm running out of creative outlets, which is unfortunate. So like I've been like making crossword puzzles because I need a new way to translate my emptiness. I'm making puzzles now because I'm tired of sympathy laughs. One too many fake laughs will put you over the edge, that's for sure. I used to have an afro back in the day, back in like high school. Those were good times. And then when I had that afro, I like had that like rough look, that like scruffy, kind of unkempt look, you know? And I liked that look a lot, but people kept thinking I was homeless. That wasn't fun. I had to cut it down. I had to cut it, go clean, because like one time my hairline scared a baby. And I was like, all right. Like, you know, now I wear hats everywhere because I don't want to traumatize the youth anymore, you know. Sick of making babies cry and shit. I do think hard work is important, but I don't think it's like the most important thing. Like the system definitely works for some people if you use it right, or if you get lucky, you know. And so we gotta acknowledge that, I feel, you know. Like my friend, she can afford first class tickets because her chiropractor took bad legal advice. She's like, these shoes are brought to you by one too many holes in the liability form. I'm like, that's what's up, dog. Those are nice shoes. Wait, her neck is fucked up right now. It's fine. I have a gym membership because I have trust issues, you know. I feel like we don't, like, I think the best like motivation to stay in shape is to start dating somebody that has a lot of options. Like her quote unquote friends will keep you working out, I promise. That'll motivate you to work out all the time, you know. You know, I'm like, I have 6-pack abs because I can tell when I'm being lied to. I have a physical reaction to being lied to, and it comes in the shape of getting bulked up, you know.